Hey fellas, so what the heck happened? The motor blew up, okay? I noticed some oil leaking and spewing. Thought it was the valve cover, tightened that up. Have a whole video of installing these new rockers, these 1.2 lift ratio rockers. Awesome rockers, I love them. They run well, it just, you know, the engine blew up. So I headed up to the dam, did a little fishing, headed back down. Motor cut out like it lost compression again before. I said, wait a minute, I put 2 cylinder gaskets, head gaskets on there. Couldn't crank, then I pulled the valve cover, and obviously we had dropped a push rod, so got that back in there, adjusted the valve lash some, enough to get it going that I could get back, and I crunk again, and this massive vibration started, and it just started massively smoking. Smoke just started spewing, pop, crack. You know, you see the one video, right? Tried to pull it, and it was just obviously seized. Connecting rod never seized. None of the go fast parts ever seized. What happened was the stinking crankcase is split straight down the middle, just like the red Moses went across on the Red Sea. Bam, cracked, peeled open like a can of Spam or something. So what caused that? The side plate here. One thing I noticed was this piece of red goop. That was like, oh crap. That was my #1 fear when I put that red goop in there. The primary factor is that we, back in February of this year, decided to hop up this engine, take out the governor, and put go fast parts in it to see what kind of performance we get. That's the first thing. Pilots talk about maximum continuous RPM on a motor. What power setting can you put the motor at and have it run hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, days upon days, ad nauseum, without the engine failing? When you buy a 6.5 horsepower motor, that's what they're talking about. 6.5 horsepower is the maximum continuous horsepower that you can produce without the engine failing within its design lifespan. So the moment you decide to go put more horsepower through these motors in that, you just remove whatever safety margin that the factories put into the motor. But we added adequate go fast parts, like parts that could take the extra RPM, take the extra compression, take the extra power, right? That's why we put all those parts in there, like the billet flywheel, the billet connecting rod. But just because you put all those parts in doesn't mean they won't fail. These parts didn't fail. None of those parts fail. Second thing, we put those studs in. The upper right stud maybe was too tight. Maybe caused a hairline crack. While we've been running it, it's probably backed out some. And that extra vibration cracked it open and sealed the deal. The 2 bolts on the, I guess for your perspective, the upper right hand portion. You know, everybody's asking me what's next. What you're gonna see is how incredibly robust this Swamp Runner kit is. The only thing I gotta do is get rid of this power head and put a brand new one on, and I'll have a brand new motor, guys. So I bought a brand new Champion 1996cc motor because I love their rocker design. Champion already has it sorted by having some shaft mounted rockers far superior to anything that would come on even a Honda, really. We're gonna sell off the used parts. Fighting the sun here. I mean, like the planet's moving, you know, and the sun's moving, and actually the whole universe is moving. And, you know, I can't stop the sun and all. I ain't God, right? Although he does live in me, which I don't understand that either. Ultimate power of God's living in me, yet I can't stop the sun from doing what it does. I can't, like, I don't get it. It was fun. You know, RD mentioned that I had more fun with this little motor than anybody should. And the power head for the new motor is in the house right now. I just haven't done any videos on it. You blow up a motor like this on your Yamaha 220, 225 and see how much it's gonna cost you. Bought a new power head, cost me $150. I'm ready to go fishing. Even if the worst happens, you're still good to go in less than a week. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. everything turns freely. So if you want to know how reliable these rods are, you've seen the entire crankcase has failed, but the rod and the piston turns freely. May just give them away, but I don't feel comfortable selling it to somebody.